When did your family turn their backs against you? My husband cheated on me, and in return, I ended up with nothing. Me and my husband had 2 kids and were living a good life. But things changed when our youngest turned 10. My husband became distant. He started hanging out late with friends he had never told me about before. He also bought a privacy screen for his phone and changed all the passwords, including the one on our home computer. If I tried to kiss him, he would push me away and say he wasn't in the mood. I wanted to ignore all the signs because I loved him and valued our married life. But eventually I couldn't. I followed him one day and saw him entering a hotel while holding hands with another woman. I took some photos and went back home to cry in our bed. I knew I had to divorce him, but I needed time to think how I'd handle telling the kids. I also needed time to mourn my marriage and the heartbreak. I sent a simple text to my husband along with the photos that said, "I know what you've done." At first, he sent me apologies and promised to fix things. He begged me not to throw away our marriage. But when I didn't reply, he did something I'll never forget. He contacted every single one of our friends, family, and even my parents to tell them I had cheated on him. He and his best friend had forged fake text messages to support his claim. He went and cried to my parents about how cruel I was being. While I was crying in my bed, he took our kids and told them the same thing, that mommy had betrayed daddy. By the time I opened my phone, everyone was calling me a filthy cheater. I tried explaining the full story and even shared the photos I had taken. But my husband had already told everyone that I would try to shift the narrative by photoshopping fake photos, so no one believed me. I begged them to see the truth, but nothing worked. He wouldn't let me see our kids anymore and had taken them to his friend's house, which was even more heartbreaking. Before I knew it, we were in the middle of a divorce. My lawyer told me that since we had real proof of infidelity and they didn't, I would win the majority of the assets and primary custody of my kids, which is all I wanted. Unfortunately, my husband had planned everything. He had testimonies from multiple friends, including my parents, about how abusive I was in the marriage. He had coached our kids to say they hated me in court, and it worked. I didn't just lose custody, I lost everything. I was kicked out of the home that I was living in, and no one wanted to support me since they thought I was a cheater. That was 6 years ago. I was able to get a job and earn forgiveness for my kids, so I finally have a relationship with them, but my own family still doesn't speak to me.